What's going on, guys? Today we're out here in front of Lowe's in Bullhead City, and today what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to find the 5 best materials for sign making that you can get at Lowe's. Everyone loves live edge stuff. It looks beautiful, but you can't always go to a lumber yard, at least not all of us can. So there's plenty of stuff in here we can use, so come with us and we'll go check it out.
So here is my go-to material, one of my go-tos, probably the #1 material that I use for my big signs. I love buying this stuff, milling it down, laminating it together because it's 1.5 inches thick. This really is redwood decking. Many of you won't have redwood decking, but you might have cedar decking that might work just as well. Now, a couple things that are great about this is, again, it's thick. Generally speaking, it's dry. It's not near as wet as the cedar fencing, but I will always check and make sure that it's at the moisture content that I want. One of the downsides is you'll have a lot of knots that you have to work around. Sometimes you won't have knots. Like this one is absolutely pristine from here down, but it's got a knot here. But if I'm cutting like a 3-foot or a 4-foot board, if that's what I'm making, then I probably would be able, I would measure that thinking of what kind of sign I'm making. Now this is 2x6 stuff, and then we've got 2x4s here. So a lot of times I use a mixture of the 2x4s and 2x6s. I don't want to go any wider than that. I'm going to end up, probably after milling, end up with about 3 inches net on the 2x4s and about 5 inches net, if everything is right, on here. So I just kind of calculate those, put those boards together. Again, I use my joiner and my planer to get it all milled down. But it makes great signs when you put these things together and laminate them together. So again, not that expensive. What the 2x4s are $10 a piece, and the 2x6 is about $15 a piece. And I could at least 10 times my money, actually a lot more than that, making a big sign out of this stuff. So that is kind of the downfalls and the pros and the cons. Go watch video. Hang on, I have to look. If you want more information on laminating, go watch video number 263. Hashtag 263. Anyway, guys, we'll move on to the next one.
All right, so here we got the cedar pickets, right? And these are 5-inch, I believe. And these we use all the time. There's some really good things about using the cedar pickets. #1, first and foremost, is they look really nice when you're once your sign is done, sanded with a finish on it. The cedar looks great. #2 is they're pretty inexpensive. So you got a, what is this, 8 foot?
6 foot.
6 foot. Yeah, you got a 6-foot picket here, and if you made 2 24-inch and an 18-inch sign, you could make some money off that, and they're only $4 a piece. Now, there are some downfalls to it. #1 is sometimes they cut. In fact, a lot of times they cut. So you want to make sure once you get them back to the house that you stack them and you dry them. In fact, you can look at video sorry, I had it written down. Video number 610 on our channel, and it'll kind of run through that stuff with you. The other thing is, you really want to make sure you find the right boards. You have to take some time and go through the stack. And once you're done going through the stack, please make it look nice like it does. Don't just throw them in a pile. But you want to make sure that you find one like this one. We got a knot here. That's no big deal. But this one here, this knot, that would be right in the middle of the sign. This one has a crack in it. So you got to do a little bit of board management and just make sure that you can use what you're getting. This is a great one. It's got a little bit of a cup to it, but there's no knots in it whatsoever. It's going to sand down real nice, and this would make some great looking signs.
That's pretty much pristine all the way. You don't find those that often.
No, this is about as good a cedar picket as you can get.
You're going to make at least $100 out of that board.
Oh, absolutely.
Signs,
yeah, a $4 board. You do it right, make nice signs, you can make $100 worth of signs out of a $4 board. So, remember, video 610, give you a little bit more information on that. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, next on the list. And again, these aren't in any particular order, guys. But next on the list, I'm super impressed with the way that Lowe's has expanded their what I call panel board. Now, when I first started buying panel board, it was very, very slim, the pickings that they had of the panel board. But now they've got huge selections of different panel boards. So you've got all different kinds of glue-edged boards. And what I mean by panel board is it's not one solid piece. You can see these are laminated together to make wider pieces. So they've just really expanded the availability to different panel boards. So you've got ones that are pretty thin. Well, that's something I wouldn't use. But like, for instance, these are really cool. Now, it's not super cheap, but think about all the time that it would take to laminate something like this up. And for the most part, when I've used these, they've carved pretty good. In fact, you can watch our dive signs that we just made a month or two ago, those those 2 different dive signs. So check out the end screen at the end of this video, and we'll put a link to those dive signs video. But you get different thicknesses now, yeah, huge widths. Like this one is, 30. This one is 24 by 36. Now, one like this, it's fairly thin. I would probably put a backer. In fact, as a matter of fact, I would put a backer on this. I would definitely put some plywood or at least some strips on the back just to hold those laminations together. But some of them, like this is a full 1-inch net. This probably would be okay. You could just put a thin backer on it. Again, my philosophy is I want to put a backer on anything that I don't laminate. But yeah, the panel boards, now that would include obviously the rounds as well down there. There's a lot of different rounds. Those I don't use too much anymore, but this panel board is really cool stuff. So hopefully they have that at your Lowe's. Anyway, all right guys, we'll move on.
All right guys, so next on our list is the premium pine. I usually refer to it as select pine. I don't know why, but it's premium pine. Now, there's some really good stuff about this. Number one is it comes in all kinds of different widths. The widest is like, it says 12 inches, but I think it's like 11 1/4, something like that. And these are really good if you need something that's wider than, say, your pickets, right? But not quite as big as a Redwood sign where you'd laminate a bunch of boards together. So this is kind of the mid-range as far as width. Another really good thing about it is it's really flat. It doesn't cup and bow very much, but one downfall is that once you get it home, you got to kind of seal it because this will bleed. So as you're spraying your ink or your primer on it, it'll definitely bleed. So you want to seal it up before. Another good thing about it is there's no knots. You know, if you might have a little tiny split or something on the ends, but we usually trim the ends off anyway. But you can use this whole board for one sign if you wanted. There's never any knots in this stuff. It's good stuff. The other downfall is quite a bit more expensive. A 12 inch by 8 foot board is $47.
Pretty much $50. So.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, we're in Bullhead City. In Modesto, in the Lowe's I go to, it's like $54, so it's cheaper here. However, you're still making a really good profit. Your profit margin's really good. If you're selling your signs, you're making nice stuff, you can sell them for more money. So that's the premium pine. Again, we use it all the time. In fact, check out video number 534. Check out number 534, and we're doing something with this stuff here. So let's move on to the next one.
Okay guys, so here is a really good example of the fact that just because something was at your Lowe's doesn't mean it's there now. Last time I was down here, it had a material that we really had picked, but they don't have it now. But what they do have is they've got a whole line of cedar that they never had before. I don't know how long this stuff has been here, but I don't get to town that often. But anyway, so what you've got is basically an upgrade from the cedar fencing. This stuff, you've got basically a full 7 inches wide, and you've got some 5.5 inches wide, which is the cedar pickets. Those things are, you're lucky to get 5 inches wide out of the cedar pickets, and they're thicker. These are not quite 3/4 inch thick, but they're a lot thicker than the pickets themselves. So they're pretty pretty good that way. That they're dry because they're super light. Now, I won't say they're cheap. This is a 12-foot board and it's 45 bucks. But a 12-foot board, I could easily make a couple $100 out of that board, turning that into signs. So that's not as good of a markup as the cedar pickets, but again, it's full 7 inches wide. So if you've got some signs that you got to make without having to put stuff together or go into the select pine, I would pick this. If I could use this, I would pick this way above the select pine because again, it's cedar. Cedar carves really nice. These all look like really good boards, and then they've got some littler ones and some thinner ones over there, 5 inches. You also have some cedar. Here we have some cedar tongue and groove. I don't know that I would use those if I've got access to these. So again, guys, cedar's still my favorite. I'd rather carve a sign out of cedar than anything else in this whole store. So I probably will be getting some of this stuff, even though it's not the cheapest. It's a lot less. It's a lot less labor than the pickets, and it's thicker. It's a better material than the cedar pickets. So. Anyway, guys, that's it for there. We'll wrap this thing up. We'll be right back.
All right, guys. So those are our top 5 boards from Lowe's that are great for carving signs. They make great looking signs. Again, some are a little more expensive, some are a little cheaper, and you can use them for different things. So even if you don't have a specialty store like Woodworker's Source or Woodcraft or a lumber yard, if you have a Lowe's by you, you can make really pretty close to anything, even faux live edge, which we've done before. So we hope you guys like this, and I think we're gonna do some more of these top 5 or worst 5 in certain cases. So thanks again, guys. As always, we'd appreciate any comments you have. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, all that stuff. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me, Ryan at makeawoodsign.com, or Dad at Eric at makeawoodsign.com. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.